Good afternoon, I'm Sheelagh Maria. I am a psychic medium for starseeds and it is wonderful to be with you. Now, I am here today to talk about Earth Angel relationships and why you deserve much more. Now, I trust that if you are drawn to this, that there is a reason that you're here. Can I ask if you enjoy my work? I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm a tiny little business in rural England, and it would just make it so much easier for me to continue bringing content that I really hope helps. So, Earth Angel relationships. So the first thing I want to do is I really want to establish what an Earth Angel requires energetically. So in the spirit world, they have a sun, just like we have a sun, and it's called the Great Central Sun. And it's at the very, very center of the spirit world. And this is within the 7th frequency realm, all the way up to the 20th frequency realm. So if you came from one of the realms or areas near the central sun, you will have got an energy that is similar to the angelics. And the angelics are a race of beings. There's many different types of angelics. There are the seraphim, the Elohim, the cherubium, the archangels, of course, the virtues, the thrones, the powers. There are lots, okay? They are a very, very predominant race of light beings. So your frequency, and this is not to say that you're better than anyone else. Gosh, I've got spirit all around me as I'm doing this. Your frequency will have an awful lot of angelic energy within it. And when you incarnate on Earth, you'll usually have had very, very clear reasons for being here, whatever those reasons are. And very often, Earth Angels don't stay on Earth for very long because the density is just too much, despite their best intentions. When an Earth Angel is here for any length of time, you can find yourself burning out if you are in situations that are of a very, very different type of energy to yours. Now, we're not going to make this about lower and higher, lower being worse and higher being better, because it's not about that. I've met many amazing light workers that have got very, very different energy to mine, and they're so talented, and vice versa. So the Earth Angel energy is very crystalline. So some Earth Angels came here on the ray of compassion. Okay, that's literally the ray you came in on. Some Earth Angels came here on the ray of joy. Some Earth Angels came on the ray of truth, such as myself. And some Earth Angels came in on the ray of peace. But the difference between an Earth Angel and a different type of empath or a different type of soul is that they may find it much easier dealing with earthly circumstances because they've got a different frequency about them. So, for example, galactic souls, ET souls, there is a type of soul called a light worker soul. All of these are different types of souls that find it easier being on Earth than an angel soul or an Earth Angel soul, which is actually the same thing. So the main reason that an Earth Angel comes to Earth is to find out new things about themselves through being in a very different environment. So Earth Angels are very often incarnated as close to Earth as Pleiades. They may have incarnated as close to Earth as the elemental realms, where perhaps they've been an elemental or a fae, a fairy. They may well have incarnated as close to Earth as being part of a collective consciousness that is here. But Earth angels coming into Earth, they don't do it that often. And when they do, it will have been made clear to them that they are very different to other people. Okay? Now, I am no longer considered to be an angel soul or an earth angel soul. My soul type has swapped, and I'm not here for much longer. A while yet, but not much longer. But you can see that within me I have a high degree of light. Not that I'm better than anyone else. I'm not. You know, I've made so many mistakes, but I do require light. I need to be out in the light. I need to wear light colours. This is why I have light coloured hair. This is where I like people who are very light. I like light food, light crystals. I can't do toxicity. I can't do separation consciousness. I can't do judgment. And this is all very indicative of somebody whose soul origin was near the central sun, okay? It infuses you with a need to be nurtured, and because that's what angels do, they are pure love frequency. Whichever ray they come in on, they're pure love frequency. And if they're not being nurtured, it literally can break their heart. And some earth angels do die of a broken heart, okay? So, having told you about all of that, earth angel relationships, why you deserve much more. So, if you're watching this, there's a reason that you're guided here. And I'm channeling this from Archangel Ariel, and she says, earth angel relationships are not supposed to be about you giving, it's about you equally receiving, even when you've been with somebody for a long time. Even when perhaps in the early days you had the energy to give, and now it's very obvious because you can't keep giving at that level, it's very obvious that you're not getting as much back in return, okay? So Ariel says, when this is the case, it is natural for an angel soul to seek out love elsewhere, either by walking away from the relationship or finding love in somebody else's arms. Okay, I've never done that, but you know, it's come close at times, not with my husband now, but previously. And they want you to understand that this is because you are literally made of love. And if you're not receiving that love in enough, your soul starts to come out of your body and you start to literally feel brokenhearted. So you need to make sure that if you're in a relationship and your needs are not being met, you need to tackle that as soon as you can. It's not about blame. It's not about judgment. It's not about any of those things. It's just because you will get to a certain point that you can't function if you don't have, and when I say enough love, you've got to make sure you love yourself enough to recognize that this is also in their best interest as well, okay? They may think they're giving you everything that you need. You may know that they're not, and you may dread telling them that you're not happy or that you need more than you're getting. But the truth is, very, very often, the other soul is what we call a sleeping soul, and what actually brought you together was because you were not fully empowered at the time of meeting them. And after about 3 to 7 years, it becomes obvious that you are now empowered, you know what you deserve, and you know that the other person's capacity to give you that in this life is maybe never going to increase. So It's very common in earth angel relationships for the angel soul to find love elsewhere. There is nobody frowning on you in heaven from that, but what they say is, don't let it get to that, okay? The other thing that they're saying is, angel souls came here to constantly reinvent themselves. An angel soul can wake up as late as 70 years old in their incarnation. When I say wake up, it's like a spiritual awareness thing. Most angel souls wake up around the age of 35 to 40, and we can live 3 lifetimes from the years 40 to 80. Okay, so you will reinvent yourself probably at least 3 times. So you're meant to reinvent yourself. You're meant to change a lot, because the next soul level is leader soul, and you can only lead souls if you are completely aware of the duality and you don't avoid it, because you're going to be guiding people that are right in the middle of dark night of the soul. I've had 12 dark night of the souls, so you know it's not for the faint-hearted. So it's very common within earth angel relationships for one party to be very, very earthly and very grounded and very I don't want to say linear, but I guess that's the best word, perhaps pragmatic. And this can sometimes leave the angel soul feeling as though they're being patronized, or as if they're not really seen. And very often what can also happen, and I've seen this happen a lot, when you're not with the right partner, they will be ignoring what their subconscious is saying to them, but the angel partner picks it up, and the angel partner starts hearing and feeling all the doubt and all the fear and the lack of self-worth that their spouse has but is suppressing, and the angel soul thinks it's their fault. They internalize it about them, and they start suffering from anxiety. And angel souls tend to suffer from anxiety more than depression, because those are 2 opposite ends of the scale. Anxiety is feeling too much about everything, overwhelm. Depression sometimes is you don't feel anything. So with angel souls that you feel perhaps you're going crazy, or you feel perhaps, you know, your partner has no idea how you feel, it's like a cancer. If you don't get treatment, it will spread. And very often the only treatment there is to be really honest about what you need. And if they cannot meet you halfway, you need to find that love within yourself to do what's right for you. And the reason I say this so strongly is that angel souls who do not have enough love energy in their life, it can affect your health, it can affect your connection with source, it can affect your money, it can affect your career, it can affect your body. Literally, if you're not getting enough love, and I'm not talking sex, I'm just talking cuddles and feeling important. And it doesn't matter whether you get this from your kids or your dogs or your cats or from your mum. If you're not getting it from your spouse, you need to be getting lots of it from other people. You will literally lose interest in your partner and you will float away, or your heart will break. So it's really important, because you are here, and I'll tell you why angel souls are here. Number 1, to find out new things about themselves. You are not here to save the world any more than you're here to do what's right for you. Okay? Because if you're not in your self-worth, you haven't got enough of any value to give anyone else. Okay? So that's the first reason that you're here, is to find out new things about you as a soul. That means having new experiences every year of your life. Okay, not just to do with your spiritual abilities, it could be to do with your appearance, it could be to do with your sexuality. You're here to reinvent until the day you die. okay? The second reason that you're here is so that that love energy finds its way into the earth matrix. And if you are not receiving enough love, your aura shrivels, your astral body dominates, which is basically full of fear. You're not getting enough love, you start to wither and shrivel, and no love's getting onto the earth plane either, which is the reason you came here. So you can do Reiki courses, you can read tarot, you can meditate all you bloody like. If you don't feel that you are adored by someone or something, if you don't absolutely adore yourself, then you can't do what you came here to do, which is to let the love flow. So if you want some help with this, I do Galactic Healings, which are great for relationships. And we do as much clearing with your partner as we do for you, and we go back hundreds and thousands of lives. It's really powerful. Get in touch with me over at SheelaghMaria.com/work with me. Lots of love. We love you. Bye-bye for now.